Use waves in combat to help you balance better. So, one of the things we talk about is balancing on the fly, which means that you put an encounter in front of your players, and if it's too easy, you balance it on the fly. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to add new hit points or more hit points or extra actions or anything like that. There are other ways to do it. Waves are one of those ways. You can also think this as phase two of the combat. Works very well if you're fighting low level creatures, kobolds, goblins, lizardmen, or even wild animals, and they can call for help. We see it all the time in video games where the call goes out, that wave of next monsters can arrive right then. If it's a bunch of spiders, all of a sudden more spiders skittering for the trees. This is one of those things where, when done tactfully and correctly and given some thematic support, waves work wonders. You can bring creatures in and even larger creatures. You can introduce, a goblin fight where all of a sudden they call in and two hobgoblins burst open the door. Now the focus switches from those goblins, which the players are mowing down, to the hobgoblins, which will be a little bit more difficult. It allows you to introduce additional monsters, additional support creatures that maybe the monsters have been using, or additional monsters that have come in to battle not only your players, but the other thing, something that likes to eat the goblins, for example, a giant wyvern or something along those lines, and the players are just in the way, and it ends up throwing them around, not necessarily directly attacking them, but tossing them to and fro. Waves are done in such a way, when you theme them properly, feel natural as part of the encounter. The players never really recognize the fact that there's waves to this encounter, or the fact that you may not even have a definition of when it's going to end, because it feels natural as long as it's planned as such. So, whenever a creature can call for help, run away to bring reinforcements, blow a reinforcement horn, make a horrific noise, spray a bunch of fumes in the air, there's 1,000 ways you can do it. Waves work wonders. So if you want an easier way to balance an encounter that doesn't involve perfect balancing of CR and knowing your players, just use lower level monsters and allow more to enter into the combat if you need them. It's a great thematic storytelling device used to balance mechanics of an encounter in D&D and pretty much any TTRPG. So use it. Give it a shot.